We'll take a few questions. I have a written question here. First and foremost, how can we do da'wah to people who have been caught up in the Naqshibandi Sufi group? They tell people they are on the Quran and Sunna. Many Muslims from Washington, D.C. area are going to their meetings. Well, we need to educate them to the realities of Tauhid. If they have understood the realities, then they cannot be caught. But if they haven't understood, then the cheap tickets which Snake Nazim is teaching that will take you to paradise, the cheap way, this will always be popular because human beings are bent toward this. If you have a shortcut, we're always looking for shortcuts. So somebody's offering you a shortcut here. All you have to do is to be one of my followers. As Snake Nazim tells his followers, if you are one of his true followers, when the time of death comes, the angel of death will not take your soul to hand it over to the angels of the next life. He said, I will be there to take your soul and to hand it over to the angels of the next life. And when the angels Munkar and Nakir come to ask you the questions in the grave, who is your Lord? What was your religion? Who was the prophet that was sent to you? He says, I will be there to whisper you the answers to you. So what is he telling you? You're guaranteed paradise. You become one of his followers, true followers, and you're guaranteed paradise. And of course, people like this. So you'll find big figures. The ruler of Brunei, one of his followers, built a 25 million pound center for him in England. He's got many followers. It's very attractive, And many who have accepted Islam in Europe, in Germany, and in England, they have joined his way. Because, as I said, this is the nature of human beings. Just as in the past, when the Roman Catholic Pope used to prepare what were called the papal indulgences, which was a certificate stating the bearer of this certificate has a place in paradise. You pay some money, he puts your name on the certificate, puts his stamp, and you walk away. Right? This was done for hundreds of years. This is one of the things which Martin Luther protested against. Tickets to paradise. People are bent towards this. So by explaining, letting them understand the realities, they claim that Snake Nazim is able to be in more than 7 locations in the world at the same time. So he can be sitting with you here in your dhikr circle, and he's also in Sri Lanka, he's also in Mecca making tawaf, and his followers will confirm, yeah, he's here, he's there, he's everywhere. Yeah. So you let people understand that these type of beliefs, by understanding the foundation principles of Tawheed, they understand that this is some form of deviation. Inshallah, they can extract themselves from this. And the unfortunate thing is that these types of groups that promote this idea, where you follow your sheikh blindly, you don't question, because as Musa was not able to understand the workings of Khidr, because he had special understanding, as they say, he was able to see with the spiritual eye. This is one of the statements they like to say, whereas Musa was only looking through the material eyes, right? They say in the same way, the sheikh, he has that connection. Meaning that if you see the sheikh go down to the local liquor store and he buys himself a bottle of Johnny Walker, he comes back, he pours a glass and he drinks it, don't think that he's drinking alcohol. It may appear that way to you, but no. There is another explanation, a deeper explanation, and they will give it for you. So what that does is it opens up corruption among their followers. So these individuals, himself and his khalifas, they do all kinds of stuff. And the people silently bear these things, believing that there is a deeper explanation. So you'll find the Khalifas, like one sister told me from Sri Lanka, how she had, gone into this dhikr situation with their Khalifa there. You have, in America, the Khalifa is, what's his name, Kabbani, right? In Sri Lanka, he's left a Khalifa. He's got Khalifas in different locations. And his Khalifa there in Sri Lanka, they go through this thing where they go in the room, they turn out the lights, and they're remembering Allah in this darkness, and then they turn the lights back on and they find, jewels and stuff like that in their laps and stuff, where this stuff comes from. Anyway, what she was saying that, she had gone to him, she had some problems, and he was telling her, okay, you make dhikr and so and so. Next thing she knows, he's fondling her, and she's shocked what to do, and he's carrying on, and she's just stuck in this situation. She can't say anything. She came out of it, disgusted, what to say. And she left the group, ashamed, etc. But basically, she's not the only one. Many of the people have been affected in this way, but they are silent. They don't do anything. They can't say, because you cannot judge these things as they appear. So in the past, you have many examples of this kind of corruption which took place. You had people like Jimmy Jones, right, who took 900 of his followers down to Guyana and committed suicide together. If you read about what Jimmy Jones was doing to his people, some incredible stuff. You wonder, how could people tolerate this? Well, Jimmy Jones had the people believing that he was God. He was God. So everything that he did, they found other explanations for it. Same thing with Sai Baba. You have cases against Sai Baba now where Americans who were among his followers and sent their children to study with him, the males, he molested them seriously, because he claims to be celibate, but in fact he is involved in a number of homosexual practices. But again, the followers, they don't want to accept this. They want to blank it out. No, Sai Baba, you don't understand. No, it's not what you see, not what it seems. They are in the state of denial, because they've accepted the idea that this man is God. So these are among the dangers that exist there. As we said, the idea of giving da'wah to the people of this region, or of this belief where people are followers of Sheikh Nazim and others, is to try to give them the foundational beliefs concerning Aqida. Those who are clear of these beliefs will not fall into this trap. Those who are not are exposed.